So what I'm going to share with you now is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I don't have any authorization in that regard. But I'm going to tell you how I have helped some people successfully using supplements to get rid of pain, to get rid of ailments, and whether it's getting rid of or it's masking, I cannot tell. The only thing I can tell is that I have seen significant results. And the people who have been involved talk about symptoms are gone. So what I normally tell people to focus on is, first of all, vitamin D. Vitamin D, you can see tons of videos on that and evidence and all that and conflicting evidence, and there's so much about it. The thing is, and those are the facts, that there is another cell in the human body that doesn't have a receptor for the vitamin D. We can even produce the vitamin D ourselves from the sun, so we are definitely moving on. The next thing that we can do with it is also the amount, because sometimes it's like you take one tablet, which is 20, 38, 50 micrograms. I will tell you in another video about the history behind the vitamin D, but think about this. You're going to need a lot more than you think about. There is also evidence today that you should have, it's called in international units, 8,900 as a minimum requirements. John Campbell, another guy on YouTube, have stated that with meta-studies. So what I suggest is you take 1,000 micrograms a day. And I'm doing it myself and have done it for a long time. It takes away a lot of pain. It takes a lot of ailments away. It helps your immune system. It helps your teeth, your bones, your hair. There's so many things that it really helps you with. So I take 10 tablets, 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening, of vitamin D3. In order for the vitamin D3 to be absorbed into the body, you're going to need some magnesium. Magnesium has seven different magnesiums we can get. They have different absorption rates, different things that will help you. My favorite is the magnesium glycinate. It's a very good muscle relaxant. So if you have leg cramps, for example, calves that cramps at night, you will find very good relief there. It's also more expensive than the citrate, for example. The citrate has a laxative effect to it, but I have gotten used to it. So if you use the glycinate, and I suggest 400 milligrams a day. Magnesium has a half-life, meaning how long is it effective, of 100 hours. So it doesn't really matter if you do it in the morning or in the evening or whenever you take it during the day. However, it is also has a calming, relaxing effect on your body. So I choose, just because I do it, I do 200 milligrams in the morning and 200 milligrams before night. For the calcium that I talked about in the vitamin D to be absorbed better into the bones, back into the bones, the suggestion is vitamin K2, which I always suggest. The K2, I don't know if it's completely correct, but I also always say just go with the normal standard doses that you see on the package, because it's more a signal messenger. I know it has other options and possibilities also, but it's those things. The magnesium is the door opener for the vitamin D to be absorbed into the body, correct? And also it prevents any things that could have potential side effects from extra vitamin D. The K2 takes the freed calcium into the bones. That being said, which is very mandatory, In many of my treatments and so on, I talk a lot about vitamin C, and practically everybody knows how good vitamin C is for you, but here's a catch to it. I talk a lot about the fascia in the body, the connective tissue that surrounds 25 square meters in a grown-up human's body and weighs 25 kilo of our body weight. The fascia is made up of a lot of hyaluronic acid. That acid, for the body to be able to produce more of that liquid, it needs vitamin C. So in order to have enough flexibility and moist and fluid in your fascia system, you need vitamin C. So I suggest always 2 grams, 2,000 milligrams per day. Then for increased strength in your immune system also, I suggest selene. Selene has an enormous amount of benefits. Some studies suggest that it has a beneficial effect on the body's immune system. For example, I have read a study that suggests that it has a preventive effect of a very high percentage on breast cancer, for example. I read a study. I haven't tested it. I haven't verified it, of course. I just read what I read, and that said up to 80% stronger immune system towards breast cancer. I do double doses. I suggest double doses of normal recommended daily amounts. At the night, I always suggest to take zinc. Zinc is very strong for your immune system. It has many good benefits also for that. Don't take zinc in the morning, take it in the evening. If anyone has a lot of stress, by the way, zinc is also double doses per day. If the person has a lot of issues with, for example, tiredness after stress, then the way I explain it is that when you stress your body, when you stress your mind, when you stress the entire system, the body uses vitamin D as a complex group of vitamins into as a gasoline to run that function. So you deplete your body from the group of vitamin B. So in many cases, and I have seen significant results through many years, over 10 years, up to 6 times the daily doses given over the day until in the mid-afternoon per day, 6 times the daily doses per day for about a week, and then evaluate. And I have myself seen people who were so tired that they were so tired they couldn't handle it. And within hours, literally within hours, they felt more energized. So it really helps. And yes, I know that when you absorb so much vitamin B, you will piss yellow, squared, like it's gonna be very yellow. So what? Doesn't matter. Those are the general recommendations I use on the vitamins and the minerals. Of course, it's very beneficial if you do some omega-3s, like capsules with oil, some fish oil. It's good. It's very good for you. Another thing that has been up in the media for lately, like the last year or so, is increased values of or volumes of creatine, especially the creatine monohydrate, but it doesn't matter which creatine you choose actually. The creatine has so many benefits. As a guy who goes to the gym very regularly, I go 5 times a week, I would say that the recommendation is 3 to 5 grams a day. I myself use 20 to 25 grams a day. When I'm traveling, I use a little less because I don't go to, when I'm traveling, I don't go to gym so often. But I would say the minimum doses for anyone, anywhere, should be 10 grams per day. There is no side effects of taking extra creatine. When you go beyond 10 grams per day, and here please note that especially women, and especially women in menopause, need more creatine. There's tons of scientific studies. So if you are a woman, if you're a grown-up woman or an adult woman or whatever you want to call yourself, take more creatine. For example, you can have 10 grams in the morning together with your tea or coffee. It dissolves super easy in a hot liquid. Then fine. I prefer myself not to take it after 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because when you take something over 10 grams, it goes straight to your brain. When you use it for muscle building and muscle strength, you get stronger muscles. But when you take over 10 grams per adult, it goes to your brain and gives your brain more muscle power, more brain power. So if I take late night creatine, I can't sleep. I really have a hard time falling asleep. However, I have met people who said, I can take 10 grams before sleep and I have no problem. But this is my personal experience. Test it, you will find out. For me, it's easy. I just put some water in it and drown it with as little water as possible. Then people say, oh, if you take so much creatine, you get creatinine in your blood samples, and then it affects your kidneys. Bullshit. Read the studies. It's not true. It's another way of making that blood test. And if anyone have any other opinions, do your homework before you say it. You're free to say whatever you want. This is my experiences through years. I've been using creatine for 12 years now, regularly, and large doses. And I did it before it was a thing. I've done it for 12 years. I'm 57, I'm pretty good shape. I have a body fat about 12. I'm 110 kilos. I'm 183 tall. And I'm in good shape. So if I can handle it, then other people can also handle it, right? So you can do these things, and you will get, from the creatine, you will get so much more cognitive ability. You will get stronger mentally. You will have clarity. If I do my writing of my books, or I do anything the first half of the day, my brain is literally speeding. And yes, I do my Monster in the morning, and I love it. I don't drink coffee. So what? We can talk about Monster another day. And I drink my Cola Zero. So I'm not like, this health fanatic who doesn't want to do anything because it's not healthy. I live a way that has made work for me and my wife for 10 years. And you're more than free to. I would like to hear your comments in the comments below. Let us know what you feel, how you feel about it. But and you're more than welcome to ask me questions also. I'll do my best to answer them. These are my basic that I suggest to people. When we talk about, if we go back to magnesium, some people say, yeah, but I have a headache or something related to my brain. We have the magnesium called malate and threonate. And you can get magnesium blend that has these two in it. You can even get triple or quad or pentamix of magnesiums, and they're good, but oftentimes you don't get enough milligrams of each. And you can easily do a little due diligence yourself to find out. For these things I mentioned here, I have seen significant results on especially fibromyalgia, like significant results of pain relief, feeling better, energy, less pain sensitivity. I've seen so many things, so many good effects. Pain in your body in general, joint pain, a lot of good things. When it comes to other ailments like mild arthritis and so on, same thing. Literally same thing. Pain relief beyond comprehension. I do also other things. I do methylene blue. I do a little every day, and I like it. It works for me. We can talk about that another day also. But this is how I recommend. This is what I have tried, and I have seen, as I said, significant results. Think about it, test it, let me know how it feels for you.